Hey Kara, how you doing?
I'm not gonna lie to you, like I've been feeling really conflicted lately and I have a lot on my mind today.
About what?
So I've started using they them pronouns with my friends and they've been working really hard and trying really hard and I feel like I'm making a lot of progress with them and it feels really great. But I wanted to talk about it with my parents and I'm terrified to tell them this.
That sounds really hard.
I'm really scared that they're not gonna respond well to it.
Sounds like you could really use some outside support from your parents right now, but you don't, or you aren't sure you're going to get that from them.
Yeah, like when I came out to them as being gay, they tried to be accepting of it, but they didn't do like a really good job. They just asked me. They were like asking me all the wrong questions, and I didn't actually feel like supported by them in that moment. And I think that this is just going to be like that all over again, or worse, maybe. I don't know.
You said you've been using they them pronouns with your friends. How's that been going?
It's going really well. I mean, like, they're tripping over it a lot, but when I told them I wanted to do this, they were all super, like, oh, yeah, totally, and, like, that was really nice. Like, and, like, that transition was really easy for them to just, like, want to support me in that way and, like, respect that for me. So, yeah, like, that went really well.
I'm curious, how did you bring up that topic with your friends?
I tried not to make like a big deal about it, but I did have to like, like pull them aside and be like, hey, like now I'm gonna be doing this. Like from now on, I really like it if you would refer to me as this.
Mm-hmm. That sounds like it went really well.
Yeah, it did. It did.
Yeah. Do you feel like you could maybe use some of those same techniques that you use with your friends with your parents as well?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I could. Maybe they would respond to it better if I like, I don't know, maybe like me coming out to them was like a starting point and like will be like the next step and not necessarily like as big of a leap for them.
Definitely. I feel like it's absolutely so valid that that would be, a hard topic to bring up with your parents. But it seems like it's a really important thing that you want them to understand.
Yeah, it's really important to me.
What do you think are the top 3 reasons to tell them?
Honestly, like, I just want to be, like, validated as a human being. Like, this is how I feel, and that it would just hurt me so much if they wouldn't do that, especially because, like, they're my parents, you know what I mean? Like, these are the people who should be, like, validating me. At least that's the way that I feel. And also, like, I just want to be, like, respected. Like, this is who I am. And I don't necessarily think that you have to understand something, like, to respect it. So, like, even if they don't necessarily understand why I want to be called that way, doesn't mean that they can't just, like, follow through with it, I guess.
Right, absolutely. It's just like a basic respect, courtesy thing that you would hope anyone would want to give you in this situation.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely. So, if you're going to wake up tomorrow and it was going to be an ideal world, what would that look like for you?
Ideal world.
Yes.
Everybody would be using like they them pronouns for me. I feel happy and like accepted. Like nobody would. I mean, honestly, like ideally, if nobody could like slip up or like just like trying. If this was like perfect world, I mean.
Right.
And people not making a big deal about it either, I think, would be really big because like it isn't like it doesn't feel like it should be a big deal to other people. And just like feel like people respect and like are like respect my decision and like that way I can not only feel like validated by them but also feel like validation within myself too, that like this is me, like I'll feel like my like true identity.
Right. That sounds really amazing. Do you I'm curious if you have anything, if you've thought about any way that we could get there to that, like closer to that ideal.
I mean, I guess it really just starts with like talking about it in general, because like nothing can happen. Like I can't just like expect people to know this about me.
Right.
So I guess like being like open to like having discussions. And like I guess like I really do like if I do want to feel this way, like telling my parents, because it is so important to me that they know this. Like I think that that's like the first step I have to take in doing that.
It seems like you've already been so brave telling your friends. You've been working so hard with your gender identity. I mean, this just seems like something that's really going to carry you forward too when you're working with your parents. I know that you've been really brave through all of this.
It's been really hard, but I finally feel like I'm getting to a point where like I can start to like like I know who I am, but I'm finally feeling like I can like express that to other people too. Like I want to be able, like I feel like I'm finally able to like show that to other people.
And how does that make you feel?
It stresses me out a lot, but it also feels really good at the same time. Yeah, like especially with how well my friends have taken it too. Like that's like a big thing for me.
Tell me more about that good feeling with your friends.
Just that I feel like I can be like myself around them, and that I don't feel judged by them, or I just like I really do feel like my friends have been helping me with this transition.
That's awesome. So thinking about your parents, scale 0 to 10, after thinking about how awesome this has been with your friends and how much they've supported you, and how well that went for you, how important do you think it is to tell them?
I think that I'm still a little hesitant. So I want to put it at like for importance level. For me, I want to put it at a 9, because like part of me just wants to be like, who cares if they accept me? But I know that that's not how I really feel.
So considering that you're at a 9, maybe we could start thinking of some concrete steps to help you start that conversation with your parents.
What do you mean?
So even just like, where is this conversation going to take place? Like, do you have a safe place to talk about this kind of thing? Maybe just some like opening lines to start it off.
Yeah, I think the best place to do it is at home. I think because that's like a neutral like area for everybody, and I feel like that's where I feel safest is in my house. And, like, if we're going to get really specific, maybe even, like, in my living room. So, like, because I feel like that's, like, more casual, right? Like, that's not, right?
Yeah. Wherever you are comfortable in, that sounds like your parents would be comfortable in that space as well.
Yeah. I think that's where I want to do
that. Do you have any idea when you want to have this conversation?
I guess, like, soon. Yeah. I really just, I feel like it's best to just, like rip the Band-Aid off, right? Instead of like lingering in it, because I just been feeling so like anxious about having this be happening. Like I feel like I have a secret life, you know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah, so like soon, before the end of the week, I think is what I would like give myself a deadline for.
All right, before the end of the week. Today is Tuesday. Do you want to, do you think tomorrow, Thursday, just so that we have these concrete deadlines that we can kind of just like stick to? I find for me, it's really easy to just be like, oh, like by the end of the week, and all of a sudden it's Friday, and I haven't done it, and I'm like, oh, I'll do it next week. Can you think of any time in particular?
Yeah, so I guess like I get out of school at 3, but my parents don't get home until 6. tomorrow. And I don't think I want to. I don't think I want to do it like right when they get back from work because I feel like they'll be really like trying to decompress. So maybe like after dinner, like after we've all eaten and like talked about our days and everything.
That sounds like a good plan to me. And then maybe we can just think about how we can even start that conversation with them. Do you have any idea there?
You mean like things that I could say to like initiate the conversation?
Exactly.
Okay. Maybe like I don't know. You know how people do like compliment Oreos?
No, I don't actually.
Where it's like a compliment and then like not a diss, but like good news, bad news, good news.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe like using that kind of framework, maybe like I really appreciated how like hard you've been working to accept me as a gay person, and I feel like I want to take the next step, and then like kind of like stepping into so like just like starting on a positive.
Yeah,
might like help like transition them.
That sounds like a really good plan to me. How about thinking about how you introduced it with your friends? What did you do there?
Honestly, I think I did the exact like a really similar thing. Like I think I was just like, well, when I like pulled them aside, I was just kind of like, hey, like this is what I want to do now, but for them, I knew it was going to be a little bit easier.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Because they were already so accepting of the fact that I was gay, whereas my parents were like really thrown off by it, and like they just didn't know how to like handle it.
Right. I think we can look at it maybe just like a stepping stool though of, you know, it went really well with your friends and that was a really good practice, and now we can use some of those skills that we gained with our friends to help you have this conversation with your parents as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I know we're running out of time today, but I think it might be beneficial to meet tomorrow, and then we can kind of discuss and get into this more. I also maybe want to talk about just how you're feeling about this whole situation as well, like on a grander scheme than just with your parents. So do you think tomorrow would work, or do you want to do it Thursday?
I think tomorrow would work.
Yeah. Okay, awesome. And then same time?
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, math is not the best. But you know where my office is. Feel free to come at any time. I'll also write down my email. You can email me if you have any questions. But besides that, if you have any questions,
I'm good.
Okay, awesome. All right, well then I will see you tomorrow.
Thank you so much.
Okay, bye.